touch his shoulder with your hand, then you both will understand. Hey, it's Christmas.
Hug a woman round the neck, get her number, what the heck? Got a husband, hit the deck. Hey, it's Christmas.
Help a loved one who's real sick, tell them they should get well quick.
Or they can suck a reindeer dick.
Hey,
It's what?
hey, yeah, what could you could have said something else, for good God Almighty.
It was just a rhyme. I was kind of come up with a.
I don't want to hear that. That ain't no kind of rhyme. You could have said something else. Good
What
Lord.
did I say? Christmas rhyme.
I don't know anything right. Why you gotta ruin this? We're trying to do a damn Christmas thing and you just sit there right off the bat. Just screwed it up right off the top.
Peppermint stick.
Peppermint stick. You could have said
Stick.
that.
I
You
don't
could
know
have
why
said
I
that.
could have said peppermint stick. I'm sorry.
Instead, you gotta say that garbage. That trash gotta come out of your damn
Well,
mouth.
let's do it again.
I don't want to do it again. Hell with
Okay,
that.
1, 2, 3.
No, you done messed it up. I don't want to do it. We were doing the Christmas thing, and it was all ready to go, and you just messed it up.
Why you gotta be so on edge at Christmas?
I don't mean going on edge. You sit there running that filth out of your damn mouth. I'm trying to sit there and do a nice Christmas song for everybody.
Some people like a filthy Christmas.
Well, I don't, and there's a lot of people who
I
don't.
do. I'm half of this organization.
Oh, hell with this. Hell with this.
Walk out then, big man. Walk out.
I will.
Hey! Welcome to the old-timey down-home country red state update Christmas podcast. And then, now here's y'all's new Santa Claus. Both of them.
Well, now I want to give a word out to our sponsors.
Christmas sponsors.
Christmas sponsor, I tell you what, sponsor for Christmas, sponsor any time of the year. Just one of the best sponsors you could have, one of the best products out there. I'm proud to have them as sponsors. Old Coley's Snack Food. And this Christmas season, you want to get some, let's see what it says here. Yeah, Christmas Mix. Yes, sir.
Christmas
Coley's Snack
Mix.
Food. Christmas Mix, yeah. It's basically just like Chex Mix, whatever it is. It's the same thing. But on the back here it says Christmas Mix. Coley's Christmas Mix. It's delicious. Yes, sir.
That's pretty good. What do you Bible page in every bag?
Yes, sir.
You get the Christmas story in every bag?
I don't know. I don't know what to
Oh, you don't know until you open it, right?
Yeah, let's get in here.
That's right in my ear. It's right in my ear. It's right in my ear.
Well, it's just here. All right, look, well, that's good. Here, look at there. See what Bible page we got here.
Okay. 2 Corinthians.
Nope, not that one.
I guess it's not. I guess you don't get the Christmas story in every bag.
Well, no, you don't know. That's part of
You
the
don't
fun.
know. You could if
You
you
don't know what you're gonna get. It's Bible
chowing
page.
down on a bag of Christmas mix.
Yeah, they're pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty. Let me eat some.
Get
of
some
it.
of that. All right, Coley's Christmas Mix. Yeah,
That is just like Chex Mix.
it's just like it, but it's got Christmas on it. Makes it
Christmas
better.
on the bag. I'm surprised they let them get away with putting Christmas on the bag.
Oh, you know, Coley's don't care. You can have a war on Christmas. You ain't gonna have a war on Coley's. I tell you that right now. Christmas Mix. Now look, it's the best thing you can have. Best thing for Christmas party. Your family over, get you some Christmas Mix. Put it in a bowl, or let one of the kids get in the bag. Find the Bible page, whatever you want to do. Now look, if you hate Christmas and you hate Jesus, you just go on down the store and buy you some Pringles or Lay's, because that's what they're for. But if you love Christmas and you love a holiday spirit, you ain't gonna find nothing better to snack on this holiday season than Cole. Here, hand me that bag. I want some more of him. Have you Coley's Christmas Mix? Yes, sir. So we thank you.
Thank you, Coley's, for giving us $25 and letting us eat in this bag of. Did they give us this bag of Christmas mix?
Oh yeah, they did.
That's,
He lets me take it. They know they in the store. I could just take them. I pay for all of them. But you know, he
he didn't give it to you special for this.
give me $25.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Well, folks, I'd like to talk about another sponsor we got on here. Old TT Slot.
Oh hell, don't
She
don't
is
do this again.
probably my favorite prostitute
All
here in
right, it's
Murfreesboro.
Christmas. Please don't do this.
It is Christmas, and I told you last time about a promotion she was running where she got the McDonald's coupon books,
Oh.
and she crossed out like where it said quarter pounder, and she wrote in like I'll suck you off.
Enough. I
And
ain't
the
gonna
thing
do
about
this
that
little
is-
holiday Christmas thing. Why are you doing this?
The
This-
genius thing about that is you can still use the coupons at McDonald's if you go to a less discriminatory. Like if they just don't really
please.
pay attention, which is a lot of McDonald's, they'll still take that coupon.
All right.
So you can get the Quarter Pounder, or you can get the SO. Just depends what you're in the mood for. But she, TT, loves going to the movies. She told me she sees it as a form of escape. Sometimes she feels like that's when she's one of the only times she's truly herself. Also, she gets a lot of business. She's usually in the back row. So go down to Carmike Twin.
No.
She may be in the back row. And tell her you heard it here on a podcast. Use code.
Anybody don't associate this podcast with anything he's saying, and don't go looking for no prostitute in a movie theater. Are you crazy?
Use podcast code RSU Podcast.
No.
And she'll give you a discount.
No.
Which you guys will have to negotiate right there on the spot. But she's got another promotion, being the cinema lover that she is. Lincoln.
What?
Which is in theaters now. You bring TT, your ticket stub from Lincoln, and she'll do you some sort of 1800 scenario, no extra charge.
What the hell are you talking about?
She'll do some kind of, like, she could be, maybe she's like a war prostitute out in the battlefield.
Enough.
She has a deal worked out with the local Civil War reenactors.
What?
Where they'll come in and just watch.
Oh.
I mean, if you want them to participate, you got to work that out yourself with them.
Enough of this.
But they'll come in and watch for TT. They all like TT
Ain't
a
no
lot.
TT.
You want to do some kind of runaway slave thing?
No.
She'll call Oda Coletta, her partner.
Oh.
Some Harriet Tubman kind of
All right.
deal.
Enough. I'm not going to sit here and hear this. We're trying to do a damn Christmas thing here, and you're bringing up... She ain't no sponsor. TT Slot, you're no sponsor of this. And I just don't want to hear it anymore. It's pitiful.
Why can you turn, Jackie? Christmas is about Jesus, and Jesus was real nice to prostitutes.
Oh, I know he was.
So I think you need to be more like Jesus.
I'll be nice as I can be.
You a hypocrite.
Jesus got her to quit doing what she was doing, and people quit throwing rocks at her and made a better life for her. If TT Slot wants to get her act together and quit doing that kind of behavior, then I'm more than happy to help a poor woman. But you ain't helping her by telling people to meet her in a damn movie theater. It's pitiful. Pitiful.
I ain't telling nobody to do nothing, officers. I'm saying TT will be in the back of the Carmike Twin.
All right.
For the 9 p.m. showing of
I know.
John Carter from Mars.
Oh, hell.
Which has been at the Carmike Twin for 8 months.
All right.
He's pretty good. I happen to have seen it about 9 times with TT Slot.
All right.
It's all, you can get it on DVD, but I keep going back. I guess that's why they still got it there. It's TT is helping the movie industry. Everybody's worried about.
She ain't helping nothing. Nobody quit.
They might as well Netflix who? TT Slot.
All right.
Has kept John Carter in movie theaters for months and months.
Right.
You could get that DVD for like $6 at Big
Nobody
Lots.
Just enough. Christmas, please. Just remember what time of year it is. Just please, for God's sake, shut your mouth.
So go see Lincoln.
Don't.
Bring your ticket stub. TT's waiting on you.
That's
She'll
it.
do it. Mary Lincoln
All
thing.
right.
I'm crazy. Do it.
Enough.
She should get an Academy Award nomination.
All right.
That's
You know the donkey, the camel, the cow, and the sheep. In front of the manger where Jesus did sleep. But there are lots of parts of the Bible that most folks just don't know. So stop me if you heard the one about that Christmas crow. Well, Christmas Crow is stable bound to see the newborn king, and in his beak he brought a gift, some discarded string. But Joseph saw him swooping low and shooed him away. No filthy bird will ruin this, the first Christmas day. Scat now go. You pesky Christmas crow. Scared now go. You pesky Christmas crow. Joseph called the wise men up and they all conferred. They built a trap that was designed to catch any bird. The Christmas crow went for the bait, but he was swift of feather. Got away as Joseph and the wise men screamed together. Scat now go, you pesky Christmas crow. Scat now go, you pesky Christmas crow. Joseph grabbed his slingshot and angrily took aim. Christmas crow fell to the ground, crumpled up and lame. Jesus floated from the manger to lay hands on broken wing. And 1,000,000 angels came down from heaven and they began to sing.
Joseph, we are proud of you for protecting our new Savior. But heaven simply can't condone this crow may mean behavior. Please rejoice, for unto you God his Son does send. But he would also really like it if you and that crow were friends.
Hooray now, Joe, you're friends with Christmas crow. Hooray now, Joe, you're friends with Christmas crow. That Christmas crow.
Jackie,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Doesn't
You
that-
look like Santa Claus.
Yeah, well, I heard that before.
You ever play Santa Claus?
I used to do Santa Claus. It's been years. I hadn't done it so long, but I used to do it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, we used to go on down there. Church would have Christmas night around this time every
yeah.
year. Wednesday night would be Christmas
Church
night.
Christmas night.
Church
I remember
Christmas night.
those.
And then you'd go down there, and they'd bring food and
Yep.
potluck sort of thing, and everybody bring the kids to see Santa Claus. And they had another Santa Claus. I don't know what it did. Tore the beard up somehow. I don't know what happened. I don't know the circumstance behind it, but the beard got tore up, and
The old Santa Claus tore the beard up?
they said he was responsible for it. I don't know what he did. I don't want to get in that. I don't want to give him a bad name. But whatever reason, they didn't have a beard, and one of them, congregation come down here in the store and said, would you mind doing it? You got a beard, so, they didn't have
You
to
already
get it.
had the beard.
They didn't have to order a new Santa Claus beard, go buy one. They just asked me to do it, so I said, sure, I go down there. And it's a lot of fun. I tell you what, you dress up for the kids just love Santa Claus. They just love him to death. And you go down there Wednesday night and sit up there and see what the kids want for Christmas. And I did it for I don't know how many years, and then finally I just did it enough. I don't do it no more.
The kids wasn't scared of you? I remember kids at school always scared of Jackie
What do you
Frost.
mean they're scared of me? Now,
Kids scared of you.
kids ain't scared of me. Plus, they didn't know it was me. They think it's Santa Claus.
Ah, disguise.
They wouldn't know. How would they know it was me? I'm
Yeah,
dressed. They think I'm Santa Claus.
Maybe the cigarette smell.
No, it didn't have no cigarette smell. I wasn't smoking in there around the kids. Good Lord. They had that. They'd spray you with that cookie spray, whatever it is. Santa Claus cookie spray. They spray you down with that before you go in there and sit with the kids.
Santa Claus cookie spray.
Yeah.
Well, what is that?
It's something so you smell like cake, cookies, stuff children like. They'd spray you with it, and you'd put the suit on, and then you spray the outside of it on there, and you'd go in there, say they wouldn't smell all smoke or whatever else they had on the barbecue. They just said, let's put some Santa Claus cookie spray, and they'd spray it on me, come in a can, like aerosol or something.
Really? It didn't come in the box like it's part of the Santa suit?
I don't know. I think they bought it separate because they got me dressed up, and they said, oh, well, we need to go get some. And they run down the store, get some of that Santa Claus cookie spray, and they brought it back. And
Don't let
sprayed me up
Michelle
good.
Obama hear about that. She'll change it to carrot spray.
Well, no child wants to smell carrots on Santa Claus. Pitiful. She can keep it. But I tell you what, it was something else. I don't know. I'm just too old to do it now. I don't have the patience that I used to for all the youngins.
Now,
So
you
I don't-
hate kids.
I like kids just fine. I don't hate kids. Good Lord. I tell you what, it was sweet. Kids just love Santa Claus, and it's nice to be loved. You be down there, it's just sweet as can be.
You sit down there, I just can't imagine you having the patience with a bunch of kids climbing all over you. You asked them what they wanted for Christmas and all that. You
I
the whole-
did. That's what Santa Claus does, didn't he? What do you mean? Of course, that's what I did.
I just imagine you more like, what do you want for Christmas? You don't need that.
Oh, I wasn't that. Didn't treat no kid that way. I tell you, I was a good Santa Claus. The kid, they loved me. Yeah, I tell you what, man. Of course, this happened about 7, 8 years ago when I did all this. But like, yeah, it was pitiful. Some kids get up there, bless their heart, and I'd get choked up there because they said, "What you want for Christmas?" And they'd say, "I want my daddy to come home from Iraq."
Oh,
And just bless their hearts. It's just pitiful, you know.
what'd you tell them?
Well, I just, you want to tell him something good, so you just say, well, Daddy, I don't know if he's going to make it. I'll try, but I don't know. Daddy working for Bush right now, fighting for freedom.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
killing them all over there. He'll be back next year. Let's hope. Let's hope he gets them. Let's hope he kills all of them. He'll be back next year for Christmas.
Yeah, that probably satisfied them.
Well,
Like,
I'm just trying to, let him know Daddy doing something important. It ain't
Yeah.
like he ain't run off on him or nothing. But then, you say something like that to one kid, next kid get on your lap, just selfish. A lot of kids I like kids, but some of them just selfish. I want a pretty pony, or I'll give me a, whatever, Nintendo video game, whatever it is, a Star Wars, whatever it is I want. Another kid, and I want one kid to sit on there, ask me that, and like I said, I got choked back. Didn't know what to say, come up with that, and, did the best I could. And then 3 or 4 kids later, there's a boy, and I know his daddy's in Iraq. I knew who that boy was. I ain't going to say no names on here. And I was getting ready, because I'd already been through it once. I was getting prepared to do it again. I said, well, you want for Christmas? I don't even know what it was he wanted. I don't know what it was. Some computer thing. I don't know. But his daddy over there fighting in the war, and he wants some computer thing. And I got in trouble over this. I say it. It all worked out. I didn't do it again. But, right then in the heat of the moment, knowing that, I said, your daddy's over in Iraq. And you want a computer thing?
What'd he say?
He just said, who?
Well, did he know his daddy was in Iraq? Maybe
Well,
you
I
let the
don't-
cat out of the bag.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like you tell that. Maybe I told him he's off working somewhere. Didn't want to tell him he's over in the war. I don't know. But either way, I had a talk with the, song leader and the preacher about that. We decided we just skip that subject if that comes up again. Just say, I'll do the best I can. Just leave it alone. And that's what we did. But I tell you, most of those kids, they didn't give a darn. They just wanted their presents. They just wanted, what they want.
Yeah, really asking you for your daddy to come back from Iraq. That's more of a Jesus request.
Well, Christmas time, Santa Claus pretty much, steps in that position.
No.
What? No. What do you mean?
You get boycotted, Jackie. A
What do
lot
you
of
mean
churches
get boycotted?
think that's idolatry. Santa
Well,
Claus.
all right. Fine. Those churches don't have Santa. I didn't go no those churches play Santa Claus. I went down to one I wanted to. Went to Baptist Church, Santa Claus. And,
Always welcome.
well, that was fine. It's like, okay, is this right to dress up as Jesus and let people sit on your knee? That don't seem right, does it?
But no.
No, that's what I'm saying. So Santa Claus got to fill that space there during this time of year, not all year round. He can't do it, but the Christmas time, Santa Claus takes that place. And for little kids, little boys, little girls, figure that out in the head. Sometimes it's hard enough to tell a kid anything. You try to explain Jesus to a kid, they don't go through one ear and out the other. You can't tell them
some
nothing.
people, thousands of Sunday school teachers, they do that every week.
I know it. They're
Tell
probably,
kids about Jesus.
and they're probably pulling the hair out.
I can't imagine it's easy.
Well,
thankless task.
Well, I mean, when you get older and you understand about the good book and good Lord, and that's good. I mean, I ain't saying you shouldn't teach them. I'm just saying, kids,
You say don't teach kids about
I
Jesus because
didn't
it's
say
pointless.
that at all. I'm just
But
saying.
Tell them about Santa Claus so that they can.
That's a way to ease them into it. That's how. Like, why do you think kids love Christmas? They just think, toy. I get something. I get this. I get that. They're pointing in the window. I want that. I want this. That's what kids, think Christmas is, and you have to set them down, make them watch Charlie Brown where Linus tells them, or you tell them, or take them to church. That's what we did. So the preacher would come up. They do Santa Claus first.
Right.
And of course, after they talk Santa Claus, no offense, he's a fine preacher, but you can't really follow Santa Claus.
That's a hard act to follow.
He should have got up there and talked about Jesus beforehand.
Right,
But
opening
of course, if you done that, there really ain't no answer to it. Because if he'd done that, then it'd be right out the ears. Where's Santa Claus? Where's my toy? If it come on afterward, they're eating a little piece of candy, whatever it is I gave them, and they're where's Santa Claus? He gone. Well, let's go home.
Yeah, there's no place for Jesus at Christmas time.
I did
apparently.
not say that. Why are you saying that?
You just
I
saying-
did. I said it's just hard to work it in, young kids.
But you got to do it anyway.
You
I
have
hear
to
you.
do it. I'm not telling no one not to talk about Jesus on Christmas.
Right.
Of course,
It's
you need to
just
do that.
almost impossible
It's
to get
just,
through the
I
kids.
didn't say it's impossible. It's difficult to get through a young person's mind to explain to them Jesus, gospel, good book, good Lord, all that stuff. Some of them just ain't got no interest. Of course, this 7-8 years ago. Nowadays, you couldn't tell a kid nothing. They ain't gonna listen.
iPad.
They listen, on the iPad, iPod, whatever the hell it is they got in their pockets.
Well, you did a good thing. You helped them kids. Do you know if any of their daddies didn't make it back from Iraq?
And there's a couple, but
Do you think they blamed you?
why would they? I don't know. Why would they blame Santa Claus? It ain't Santa Claus.
Well,
fat.
you said you give it
Oh.
a shot, and then
I didn't say he's going to go get. I said I do the best I can. I didn't make no promises, no child. I said I'll
sounds
see what
like
I
a
can do.
promise.
He's real busy right now, fighting for freedom. He killed them all. He'll be home soon. Hopefully next Christmas. We'll see what we can do. I mean, I never promised nobody something I can't keep. Pretty much anything I ask for, I just say I do best I can. We'll see what we can do.
There wasn't that big a difference between a My Pretty Pony and a damn here's Daddy back.
Well, you can't. You don't know what the parents gonna get the kid. I remember 3 or 4 kids get on your lap, and they sit there. I want it now. And I said, no, you gotta wait for Christmas. You gotta wait till Christmas night. And they were like, no, right now. I don't know if you gonna be there.
What'd you say to those kids?
I said, well, you ain't got much faith in Santa Claus, do you?
No, maybe their faith was in Jesus. They were at church.
Well, that's it. Like I said, you can't dress up like Jesus and have kids come
I
sit in
know
your
it.
lap. That
You're
don't
right.
make no sense.
You're right.
That ain't no
I'm
way to
sorry.
teach nobody nothing.
I'm
And you ought
sorry.
not be praying to Jesus for a video game box or whatever the hell it is they want. Jesus, like you said, for Iraq. Ask you, please bring home Daddy back safe
That's
and
a
sound.
Jesus one.
That's a Jesus one. Computer box, video,
Santa
whatever,
Claus.
whatever. Yeah, Santa Claus.
Candy, Santa Claus.
Yeah. Well, they all got candy. They all got a candy cane. You come sit on the lap for a few minutes, get a candy cane.
But like food to eat because you're hungry, that's Jesus.
Well, yeah, in general, you can't ask Santa Claus to take you out for a nice meal. That don't make no sense.
Now, can you bring some kitchen staples? I mean, that's a
Well.
waste to Santa Claus. You know, like some flour, bread, milk, eggs.
Why would
Cheese.
Santa Claus? What?
If you're
he
hungry-
ain't gonna go shopping for you.
Well, I'm saying a hungry kid may ask for that. Like, we don't have anything, but if we just had some flour and eggs, we could have French toast tomorrow. But, like,
Well, he's supposed to leave out milk and cookie for Santa Claus
Well,
to begin with.
poor kid with nothing to eat, that can't leave out no milk and cookies.
Well, I think Santa Claus look past it every now and then, but I tell you what, if you got, Mom and Daddy got a nice spread,
Yes, one thing, you don't have to lay nothing out for Jesus.
no, sir.
You just say your prayers.
Jesus don't want nothing but your heart.
If you said your prayers and they said, I'm going to set this right here for you, Jesus, in case you get hungry, he'd be like, you don't even understand.
Yeah,
The
that
whole
ain't no way
thing.
to
You
bring
don't-
up a young and have them think that way. Yeah,
No.
that ain't no. I mean,
They're
there's a
just
lot
confused.
of explaining you got to do. Like I said,
Christmas is confusing.
It's not confusing. Hell, everything confused to a youngin'. When you get old enough, you
Little
understand.
brains.
Hopefully you learn something over that period of time. You know what Christmas is about, know the true meaning of Christmas, reason for the season, and you have a good one.
Well, if Christmas is so confusing, if it's that confusing with Santa Claus and the presents, why don't we just cut out the Santa Claus part and the presents part and just focus on the birth of Jesus part? That'd be
I think there's a little room for everything.
Well, I'm just saying it's confusing. If we cut out all the extraneous and just got right to the Jesus part, then you wouldn't have...
Well, that's supposed to be all year round. You're supposed to go to church every Sunday. You're supposed to have Jesus right there all the time. Christmas is supposed to be a little special. Christmas is like regular...
Dress it up.
Way you feel like... Way you got Jesus in your heart like you do all the time. You love Jesus just as much as you love him every year.
But you
all
get a
around
present,
here. And
too.
then, yeah, you get Christmas come around, Jesus' birthday, you get a present.
That makes sense if you look at it like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we need to keep Santa Claus in the presents. I'm sorry. I don't know what
I never said you shouldn't. I just said.
I was going off on a weird tangent there. That's ridiculous. Santa
I'm-
Claus, presents, candy, cake, spray, cookie spray, all that needs to stay in.
Well, yeah. I don't see no harm in it.
If kids are good Christians and they go to church and keep Jesus in their hearts all year round,
Yeah. Or what they should do, yeah.
then if on Christmas they forget about Jesus a little more than usual, that's okay. Because
Well,
you
they
got 364 days of focusing on him.
You don't forget
You
about
slip
him.
a little
no,
bit,
you
that's
know,
cool.
it's
I
not
thought
slipping.
that's what we were saying.
No, you just have Jesus and a little more.
Oh, extra.
No, you don't get rid of Jesus to make room for Santa Claus. That don't make any damn sense. You just
I'm confused.
Christmas, Santa Claus too.
I don't get it anymore.
well.
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like you need to get in church. Go
Oh no.
brush up on your
I can figure it out
Christmas.
on my own.
Well, good luck. All right, we're gonna say another word out for another sponsor. We got 2 sponsors for this special.
Three
Red State
sponsors,
No,
then.
you don't say a word through this.
But
Don't say a damn word. I don't want to hear you saying it. You're messing it up. I'm trying to do a real legitimate sponsor here, and you're going to bring that up again. You keep your mouth shut with that mess. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
So we got the old Coley Snack Foods, which we mentioned earlier, delicious Christmas mix. And don't forget old Birdman. Birdman drive up in front of my store every 3 or 4 months. Big old flatbed truck. They got every kind of bird out there. And I tell you what, you won't be coming up and seeing him this time of year in December. Because it's Christmas, and old Birdman, I tell you what, he got all sorts of birds, but every Christmas he gonna have him a penguin.
He's got a penguin.
He got a penguin on there, yeah, Christmas time, yeah.
Where would he get a penguin?
I don't know where he gets all those birds. He got every kind of bird there is. Just all sorts of birds. Old Birdman, you give him, you want to get your little old penguin, just cute as can be. Just as, anyway, if you want buy it or not, you just come look at it in the cage.
You cannot sell penguins. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, selling a penguin.
Well, I said you could come look at it in the cage. All right?
That is probably not legal either. He stole this from SeaWorld
He
or
did.
something.
Don't accuse Birdman of stealing. He's got this, a sponsor of ours. You need to talk better about him than that. They give us $25. You're going to say he's a damn thief. Pitiful.
You say
Pitiful.
T.T. Slott's a prostitute.
She is a prostitute. She is a prostitute. Every time you say it yourself. She is a prostitute.
But Birdman is obviously stealing these birds.
He ain't stealing. I don't know what he does, but he ain't no thief, and it's awful rude of you to call him that. Birdman's got every kind of bird. He always done good business as far as I'm concerned. Every person I know that bought a bird off of him, I ain't heard no complaints. No complaints. I ain't never heard one bad word said about the Birdman as far as I know.
How many people do you know that have actually bought a bird from this
More
person?
than you think about.
What,
I don't know a number offhand, but I know a few people.
what kind of
People
birds have
all
they
gather-
bought?
Yeah, I don't know. There's people I don't know. Every time Birdman pulls up in a parking lot, I don't know. People just gather around that, all the feathers and everything, just flying. Everybody come looking in there at all the birds. They bring your kids, everything else. Everybody gather around like, oh, Birdman's here. Look at all them birds you got. It's fun for the family. It's fun for everybody. People go home with the bird of their choice.
It just seems like these birds are either stolen or carrying some disease.
Why would you think they stolen it?
Because he's a man in a truck.
Birdman runs a legitimate business. He ain't gonna sell stolen goods, and he ain't gonna sell no sick bird to nobody.
It's not a legitimate business.
Yes, it is.
Birds in the back of your truck is the furthest thing from a legitimate business.
I don't know how
That's
that
the
is.
definition of some sort of shady dealings.
With the sponsors you bring on here, you ain't want to talk about legitimate business. You the last person that need to be, There's a few people that say he shouldn't be doing this stuff. Oh, if you're going to be going on the side of Peter, then that's fine. That's why I can't say Birdman's name. He asked me not to just call him the Birdman because it's, those ridiculous things. And it ain't illegal. Peter goes up against people all the time and ain't breaking the law to throw paint on them, do whatever else they want to do. Lord knows what they do to Birdman. I don't want to have him anywhere near him, but the Birdman's running a legitimate business. I don't want to hear you talk bad about one of our sponsors again. Don't you say a word about it.
I'll give you this much, Jackie. Maybe we should try to find some new sponsors.
Well, I don't want
we're just getting started with this, but maybe that's a goal for 2013.
Well, whatever. I'm proud of the sponsors that I got. Kohler Snack Food, not going to find a better snack food around Christmas time or the rest of the year. And old Birdman, if you want a bird, you want to talk to Birdman.
Them white lines was racing by as I was hauling my load. It's awful lonely on Christmas Eve when you're out there on the road. But I had my ears on, and that helped occupy my mind. CB buddies are the best buddies you'll ever find. They'd say up around the bend, watch it, there's a Smokey or two. Don't matter if it's Christmas Eve, Smokey'll still get you. But I was minding my speed, saw no reason to hurry, with ice on the road and it starting to flurry. But this voice I never heard before come on the CB radio. This wasn't no CB buddy that I ever knowed. He said, "Hey, any truckers out there got your ears on yet?" Sounded like a kid playing with his daddy's set. Well, now, good buddy, either something's wrong with your tongue, or you just a baby, 'cause you sound real young. "I am a baby, mister." I said, "You don't say." He said, "I'm 7 months old if I'm a day." I asked the baby how he came to talk so good being a baby and all that mess. The baby thanked me for the compliment, then said PBS. He said, "I don't think the government should subsidize it, but it did learn me to talk. And that's about all I can do, you see. I'm too crippled to walk. I was born crippled, sir, and though I'm still too young to try it, when I'm old enough to walk, I know my withered legs will deny it. My eyes are weak and my spine don't work, and I'd get too dizzy to stand. I forgot to mention about my arms, they're shrunk up, and I got a little flipper hand. But I can't complain because I'm sure there's more unfortunate folks than me. At least I can still talk to truckers on Christmas on this CB. I told that Christmas baby I don't know if I heard of anyone worse off. But he must not have heard me because right then he started to cough. I sat there and listened to him cough for a full 5 minutes of burnt air. "Drink you some water," I shouted, but he was coughing too hard to hear. For 46 miles he coughed, and I finally heard him say, "Excuse me, the coughing's new. I seen the doctor yesterday. He said there's something wrong with my lungs, my heart, and my kidneys, and I won't make it to Christmas Day. You see, Mama's done got 9 kids who can laugh and run and play, and I hate to see her spend hospital money on me with me crippled anyway. And with Daddy just getting killed in the war defending the USA, and Mama working all them jobs and all them bills to pay, this just may be my last night to talk to truckers this way." Now, I don't think much of people who cry, but I had to choke back a few tears. I said, "Why don't you give me your home 20? I won't hurt you. You got nothing to fear." He gave me his address, and I said I'd be seeing him. And I turned my rig around on a dime and I headed to the ATM. And I took out all the money I had while that little baby was still alive. And you wouldn't believe what I saw when I turned on to 409 Woodrow Drive. So many trucks I couldn't tell where they ended and where they began. All them truckers with them big trucker hearts must have been listening in. We knocked on the door and a lady come to it. Had to be the tired old mom. We said we had some money for sick, crippled Christmas, baby, and that's when she dropped a bomb. She said, "Sir, I'll take your money. Y'all are mighty kind. But sick, crippled Christmas, baby, been dead since 1999. What you're saying sounds like him CB's is what he loved most." And the hair stood up on every trucker's neck when we realized I talked to a ghost. Ghost, ghost, ghost. We gave her the money because we already offered, short of obliged, didn't have much of a choice. About 6 miles down the road, I started thinking, wait a minute, that was a woman doing a baby voice. If you think you felt stupid before, think about how you feel getting 6 miles down the damn road before you realize ghost ain't real. I turned the truck around again and I put the pedal to the floor and drove right back to that house and I pounded on the door. I said, "You better get out here, woman, and let me say my piece." She yelled from inside, "Get off of my porch or I'm gonna call the police." So I figured I better just leave. Less people know about this, the better. Plus, it was starting to snow again. Wanted to get home before worse weather. I know ghosts ain't real and babies can't talk, and I got ripped off, but just maybe a little Christmas magic let me talk to sick, crippled Christmas baby, ghost.